What's going on, guys? CryptoHoy here with another quick update on Big Eyes. So Big Eyes have finally made the announcement about 4 days ago on September 7th on Twitter or X that the beta version of 819 Casino, aka Big Casino, it is now live, and that the alpha version should be coming out soon. And for this reason, they're trying to convince everyone to buy this token, the new one, which is Big Eyes Infinity. And right here we see to the right that they have the link out to see the casino, which is called 819casino.com. But there's only one problem, okay? That when you guys go here, when you click on it and, to see the beta version of this, which they're calling again beta version of the casino, when you actually go to the website, you'll quickly notice that it is not the beta version, okay? Because nothing works. Anything that you click on here, it says coming soon on the alpha launch. Anything that you click on here, even on the bottom, let's say on sports betting, it says coming soon. On the betting rules, coming soon. FAQ, coming soon. Like nothing seems to work over here. So I think that they are mislabeling this. This is not a beta version, okay? To my understanding, a beta version, you're supposed to still be able to play something or like try out something, right? Whether that's a game, a software program, or anything, you're supposed to at least try it out with some limitations, but not everything, okay? So this right here for me is not a beta version. This is a concept, okay? And maybe an incomplete concept at that, okay? Because we can see here what they're trying to aim, which is a fortune wheel games to play, live casino, slot games, and also sport betting. As we can see right here in the bottom, some of the features is like World Cup betting. So this right here is telling me that they may be actually going after an actual license, okay? But this is going to be very tricky. And speaking about licenses, we see right here also the regulations and partners. It says 819.casino operated by Big Global Gaming NV, a limited liability company, LLC, registered in Curacao with company registration number XXXXX with a registration address at, I'm not going to butcher the name here, at Zuckerturin Tower, and then Willemstad Curacao Company and license and all this bunch of stuff. But there's just a whole bunch of X's here after the license number, which tells me that they don't have the license yet for this. So again, this is just a concept. It's not a really beta version. I wish they could have been a little bit more honest, but the reason why I think they're doing this right here, it is not, to have the beta version already functioning for you or us, or, to try this out, to test it out. The real reason why they're trying to at least have something is so that people can stop complaining, and at the same time try to convince you, have an argument why you should be buying this new token, which is the Big Infinity or Big Eyes Infinity, okay? They even have the countdown to create this scarcity type of thing, right? Try to create a little bit of FOMO, try to get people to buy more of this new token, all right? Forget about the first one. Right now, let's focus on the new one, pretty much. And there's 3 days left. As you see right here, buy Big Infinity or Big Eyes Infinity. And this is their main goal. They're using all these tactics right here of the beta live, that it is now live, and then try to have this on, which is not a beta, again, it's just a concept. But why? So that they can use this as an argument to try to convince you to buy this token. And when you actually go here to try to buy this token, it's going to take you to the purchasing page, which is right here, and then you scroll all the way down. And something that is very interesting, if you guys remember in the beginning, they sent on an email, if you're like subscribed to their email, that like in 24 hours they raised like 23 or something like that, 1.3, or if I'm not wrong, feel free to correct me in the comment section down below. But from then until now, which has been already like a few weeks already, they haven't raised much money. And my theory is that the money that they claim to have raised in 24 hours is not really raised, but it was carried over from the previous pre-sale into this one. So in reality, I don't think they have sold much of this token at all, in my opinion. But again, there's really no way of how we can verify this because it is not out on the Etherscan for us to check on those transactions. So they have to launch it first in order for us to actually like check on that. But as of right now, there's no way of checking. And also one thing very I guess very interesting, and I guess it could be like a red flag, is that on stage 1, the price, you get to buy with $1 USDT, like $1 US dollar basically, over 16,000 tokens. And then on stage 2, after this ends, all right, like in about 3 days, you're gonna buy only like 6,000 tokens, okay? So from 16,000, it's gonna be dropped down to like 6,000, which is like a huge drop, all right, on stage 2. On this right here, which is usually it's like gradual decreases of the tokens as the stage increases, then the less and less tokens you're able to buy. But this is a huge jump, okay? It's not like from 16,000 tokens on stage 2 you're gonna be able to buy like 15, 14 or something like that, or 12,000 tokens. No, it goes all the way down to like 6 already. So that's a huge jump, all right? It's like they really want to get people to like really buy early on as soon as possible. And then right here, lastly, this calculator right here, which I think is like kind of delusional, because their starting price right here already says that it is 0.00006. All right, so it starts with like 4 zeros and then a number 6, and that's their current price right here, and that's stage 1 price. And they even have like the audacity, I guess, to like do the number $1 right here to the moon, which I don't think is going to be possible. Just trying to sell you the dream, basically. In my opinion, what they're trying to do here is like, wow, this token can, imagine if it goes to $1. Just imagine, imagine if it actually goes to the moon. That's going to be crazy. So this is just another tactic of trying to convince you or trying to sell you the dream in an indirect way. Okay, they're not saying this, but just by having this over here is kind of like indirectly, psychologically or something like that, trying to sell you the dream. And also, just to finalize here, one thing that I noticed is that they have this currency, which is the R, and then the $, and then 200s. So what does the R mean? It means the Brazilian real, which is the name of the currency in Brazil. So when you go here in Google, you guys can see here the pretty much comparison. The 1 real is equal to like 20 cents, which by the way, it has dropped a lot. It used to be like in the 30 cents or something, like like over 5 years ago or something, but now it has dropped to like 20 cents. So that's really bad. But the point is here, what is the R? What it stands for? It says here that the Brazilian real, which is BRL, it is the official currency in Brazil, and it is divided into 100 centavos, which means 100 cents, similar to the US dollar. So 100 cents or 100 pennies equals $1. And then it says the symbol of the Brazilian real is the R and the $, which is the same thing that we see here on the concept. Okay, I'm not calling this a beta, guys. I'm calling this a concept. It says here 40 spins and 200 real dollars on us. So this kind of tells me that, and again, this is just my opinion based on my observation, this page right here, this concept was designed maybe by a developer in that country, in Brazil. If it was designed by a developer or somebody who does design here in the United States, they would not put an R. What would they add an R for, right? If it was somebody designing this in the UK, in let's say in England, then they would have the pounds or the euros, or somebody in Europe, they will have the euros or whatever currency they use in their country. But if they have an R here and then the $, most likely it was because it was designed. Big Eyes hires a designer to make this concept. Okay, not a beta, in my opinion. This concept, they hire somebody in Brazil to design this. Okay, so those are my thoughts about this right here, and nothing really works. If the most this page actually does is takes you to another page. So if I click on slots over here or live, it takes you over here. But again, whenever you try to click on anything over here, the coming soon on alpha launch, the little window pops up again and again everywhere else. Pretty much everywhere here in the whole website where you click sign in, register, nothing works. My expectation was that a beta, at least some games would work, but they don't. Just remove the betting part of it, okay, like money, like you won't be able to use any money, of course, because you need the license for that, okay? That will be illegal, and there could be some serious judicial consequences, but that's not the case here. It seems like they are aiming for an actual casino. I'm just curious to see how they're going to acquire those licenses, because all that takes money, paperwork, documentation, and also they need to hire attorneys, and it's a whole bunch of loops and hoops they need to jump through to make this work. And not to mention that the payment methods, it says right here that it's going to be on Big Eyes tokens and also Big Eyes Infinity. Those are going to be the currencies. So how all this is going to work out, we just have to wait and see, and time will tell. So with that, guys, I'll leave you guys. We came to the end of this video. Share your thoughts. What do you guys think about all of this in a comment section down below, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.